Good morning, everybody. Wow. Okay. I don't even know where to start with this. All right, guys. So good morning, everybody. Welcome everyone into the room. Today is Friday. Last night, we just watched The Real Housewives of New York City. I don't even know what I just watched, to be honest with you. This is a little all over the place. And Ramona's fake crying is almost as bad as Lisa Rinna's fake crying on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm just not really here for it. But with that being said, guys, we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up this week, and today and tomorrow, especially with a special vacation giveaway. Okay, guys, so a lot of you have been super supportive, but also super vocal about my special vacation giveaway. And guys, I'm just gonna lay it out for you guys. I'm doing a 3-day, 2-night luxurious accommodations, everything included except the airfare special vacation giveaway. There's going to be 4 things required of you guys in order to enter this giveaway, and I'm going to post that video tomorrow. A lot of you guys have said to me, hey, listen, there's a difference between 4 or 5 stars. Get it right. Be precise. Guess what, guys? The hotel says 4.5 stars. So I'm in the middle. Also, a lot of you guys have said to me, who gives away a vacation without airfare? Oprah, Ellen, like a ton of people. So guys, the thing is, I guess at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is I've been on YouTube for 2 months. I'm trying to do something really exciting for you guys and give away a vacation giveaway. If you don't want to enter it, you don't have to enter it. That's all. With that being said, guys, let's just enter in and start. I use the word enter again. Let's start on our recap of The Real Housewives of New York City. And guys, actually, I can't start without saying thank you. Thank you guys again so much for all of your donations, your super chats, your super stickers, and the PayPal donations. Thank you again, Stephanie, Vira. I really appreciate you guys. Grandma Scary, everyone who is donating to keep the channel going. It's awesome. And we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. I was about to jump into the recap, but I have to talk about it real quick. We have Danny Pellegrino. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Everything Iconic podcast. We have him coming on. Steve from Faces by Bravo. Like I told you, I have a tarot card reader. I'm giving away a special vacation giveaway. We have special guests joining us for next week's Super Bravo Tuesday. I mean, it's one thing after another. And guys, like I told you, I'm going to get new equipment. So as you guys can tell, if you watch my videos, I always order things off of Amazon and online and they're fails. So I ordered the new GoPro Hero 8 to vlog off of, and it looks like I should have ordered a DSLR camera. So it's just, these are the little things, the growing pains, and it's okay. I sent back the GoPro Hero 8. I'm waiting for the DSLR camera, and we're getting a move on. So guys, if you're entering the room, make sure you like this video. It gets a lot of eyes on us, and let's just jump right into the recap. All right, guys. Hi, Jamal. Hi, everyone. So we start off this episode with Derobics with Dorinda. Okay. She's trying her hardest to go around and get all of the trainers or all of the women to wake up and look at the trainers. She's like, look, they're very real. Like, look at him, Luann. Look, Ramona, everybody. Like, we have hot guys outside. Nope. Everybody's drunk. They're hungover. They don't want to go outside except for Lou, which... duh. Actually, I would have thought Ramona and Sonia would have been out there, but it's okay. We're starting off with a new day, a new beautiful bunch of flowers, as Dorinda likes to say. But I thought it was funny, guys. If you missed it, Leah says, Luann was like, mine was called a rose. Like, my mom called mine like a beautiful rose. And Dorinda's like, mine was called a petunia. And Leah's like, your rose has what like a thorny rose bush? Like what? And Luann's like, don't make my rose bush ugly. So it was a lot of funny banter back and forth, but I don't know. Leah and Sonia, I thought this was an interesting part. And we start off with drama right out of the get-go. I do agree with the fact that Ramona's calling Dorinda kind of sweet and sour in a sense. My cat's going crazy right now, but she is, so Sonia's sitting there at the table and she's doing her emails and trying to make sure she gets together this whole invitation list, right? Because finally, Sonia is proud about a venture that she's actually bringing to fruition. It's not the toaster oven. It's not some failed thing that like once was, but never would be. This is happening and it's coming. Her clothing line is in Century 21 and she wants to plan the party for it. I understand that. So she's sitting there and she's going over emails, and Leah understands too, because they both have clothing companies. Leah started hers on her own with, yes, a settlement from the NYPD. We understand that. So sure, she didn't, come up with the initial settlement on her own out of her own pocket without the help of the NYPD or allegedly. You guys know what happened. I don't even want to jump into that. And Sonia has a team behind her. So yes, it's a little bit different, but I don't know. I think it's fine that they're sitting there doing their emails. This is the Real Housewives. We want to see everything. So all of the ladies come and join them at the breakfast table, and everybody's kind of like, you know, they're sitting down with their breakfast, whatever. Dorinda's like, can you put that away for a second? Maybe be present in the moment. And Sonia's like, listen, I had the best time last night. I'm just trying to do my invites. Is it really that big of a deal? Leah's face is just stuck. She's like, I didn't even know this was a problem. I'm honestly doing emails. We were sitting here before you guys even came over here. Dorinda's going off. She's like, no, why? I always tell my daughter Hannah that. You don't do that. You don't bring it to the table. Don't do this. You shouldn't be on the phone. It's like she's sitting there. She's coaching her, mothering the rest of the group when really it's not that freaking big of a deal. Ramona's on the right path though. Ramona's like, just let her drop it. Let her drop it. It's done. Like, if you are not let her drop it, but let her go on with it, Leah. Like if you just let her roll with it, it'll be over soon. Guys, 50 in the room. Everybody, please like the video on the way in. And I'm going to be mentioning and talking about the special vacation giveaway at the end. But yeah, so Leah's just kind of like, what the hell is going on? And Dorinda's like, ah! So everybody's like, I don't understand why she snaps like that. And Ramona's like, I feel like she's just like, first she's sweet, then she's sour. She's like that thing on the commercial that it like cuts your hair, the little glass of Kool-Aid. First they're sour, then they're sweet or whatever. The Sour Patch Kids. They cut your hair and then they give you a hug. That's what she's like. Dorinda to me is like sweet and sour chicken. Like she'll bite your head off and then she'll give you a hug. She does not care. She's not holding back. And if she has something to say, she's going to say it. I just think that what's happening here is it's starting to happen more often. Dorinda's starting to speak out more often, and it's starting to be just a normal thing. And it's not just a, you know, that lasts like 2 seconds. Like Ramona said, this is getting dragged out more and more. I don't understand what the underlying issue is with Dorinda right now. I think it potentially could be, you know, she's navigating this new single lifestyle. She obviously, you know, John's not in her life anymore, and there's a lot of change happening with her. So we see her throwing back the martinis and stuff, but is that the reason for her behavior? Because again, guys, this is breakfast time. This is the morning. She's obviously not wasted this morning, you know. She could be a little bit hungover, but she's there. She's not like, we can't use alcohol as an excuse for her just being so aggressive, especially not for breakfast time. Yes, it could enhance it, but it's not the sole reason. There's something deeper than this. Okay, so again, the sweet and sour chicken, whatever, blah, blah, blah. At least finally Sonia gets off and she starts to, she gets a way to do her invites, at least, okay? So now we have Lou and Leah. Now, Lou and Leah, I have to say, I respect this new budding friendship that they have. I think that Luann is very open to the idea of Leah. She sees where, you know, she's definitely half the age of the other women. And she sees when she talks about her V and all of these other things, sometimes it could be a little bit vulgar or whatever for Luann. But Luann does see that there's, you know, a good core to Leah and she likes her. They're walking down the beach and they see two men. I wonder if they're straight. Those aren't gay men shorts. Yes, Lou. Listen, Leah, if you have anything to learn, it's that these women are vets. They know how to, like, Ramona can walk into a room and sniff out a straight man and be on it. She's on it. She will find the single straight man. And even if they're not single, she'll find him. She'll find the man, okay? So Luann looks at Leah or says to Leah, she's like, nope, those aren't gay man shorts. And voila, she was right. Because later in the episode, Leah's making out with Philippe. We'll get back to that, guys. But they're from Canada, and at least one half of them was hot. I thought one of the two was good looking. The other one, not so much, but I'm not going to tell you guys which one that is. I'm sure you guys have an opinion yourself. But no, they end up inviting the guys back over, and they're like, do you want to come over and like grab a drink at the bar, whatever? Sure. Okay. So they do. And Ramona comes out, like, it's like I said, she sniffs it out. She sniffs out a man and she's on it. And that's what she did. She walks out and she's like, whoa, where'd you get these like good looking single men? Blah. And from there, we find out that they're going out to dinner later that night, and that's where they invite them in. So okay, we got it. I think this is interesting, though, because normally when we had Bethany before, everybody would let Ramona and Sonia be so shameless in their men searching, men hunting like endeavors. But now it seems like it's not really about like Ramona has competition. You know, Ramona used to be so just like she would jump in there and she would steal the man. You're not going to do that with Leah sitting next to you when she's half your age and she's, you know, like cute and out there and like I think Ramona met her match, and I think that bothers Ramona. There's a lot of things about Leah that bothers Ramona. Her age, her body, her attitude, the way that she talks, the way that she portrays herself, everything about Leah at this point pretty much bothers Ramona, and Ramona's trying to, I see what she's doing. She's playing the field by like saying, if I'm only nice to you, or if I only treat you this way, then I'm not giving you any ammo. Like you have no ammo to come after me. Okay, that doesn't really work, but we'll get back to this. So we meet Philippe and Pascal. Philippe and Pascal make it to the restaurant, and it's a horny and heat kind of tug of war, guys. 72 in the room. Everybody like the video. That way we get more eyes on it. At the end of this video, let's hope for 100. I am going to announce announce the details of my special 3-day, 2-night vacation giveaway this Saturday. Okay. But yes, Philippe and Pascal, they make it to the restaurant, and like I said, it's a horny and heat tug of war. The women are like, "Wow, you're here. Sit in the middle. You sit in the middle." Leah's just like, I don't even know what's you know, like with these women. You can see it all over her face. She's like, this is not how you act. Like if I were out with my girlfriends, we would not be throwing ourselves at these two good/decent looking men. Okay. And Pascal sitting there trying to put the moves on Ramona. He's like, listen, I feel like we're the same age. I'm 44. You're 60. He was not expecting that. Yep, Pascal, she's 60, and she just admitted that she went through menopause. Well, she's in her 60s, and she went through menopause almost 10 years ago, Pascal. You have about 20 years till you reach her age. So there is a little bit of an age gap. Yeah, but Ramona, good for you. Ageless by Ramona, it's good. She looks great, especially if we can't peg that you're 60. We can't peg that Sonia's 60 either with her new face neck lift, though. I got to say that. She looks great, too. But okay, so they end up all dancing. They're having a fun time. Obviously, if you guys watched the episode, Dorinda didn't get to make it because she was too busy defecating on the floor of yet another luxurious resort in a foreign country, just like Ramona. I don't know what's with these women. They say that everything is D-Class A. We're up here, Upper East Side, not like echelon, like look at us go, diamonds, everything. Okay, but then you're shatting yourself on the floor. Thank you, Grandma Scary, for recommending shat. You shat yourself on the floor? Like Ramona's like leaving a streak of shat, and where was it? Oh, Cartagena? I don't know. I think that's where it was. It's like slipping my mind right now. And then Dorinda, that whole place had to smell like a skunk. And then what? You're all filming in there, festering in your shat smell? That's gross. So they're all sitting in the room and they're all like, oh God, that smell. And Luann's like, we need Chanel body all over body spray. We need it now. Like, let's get it now. Production's in there. You know, there's 3 or 4 camera people. So let's say 4 camera people are in there right now recording this. Then there's Dorinda and her shat smell, which that takes up a whole nother person. Okay. Then there's now officially Luann, Leah, Ramona, and Sonia. You have 10 people in the room with this festering shat smell. No way. This is disgusting. And these women always, they think it's so cute to shat on the floor or talk about having to poop before they go in the van. And I'm not like, again, I'm weird about these kinds of conversations. I feel like there's not really a whole lot of it. Like there's not a place for these conversations. I guess some people are more open about this stuff, but I don't want to talk about you shatting on the floor or having diarrhea or having like stuff run down your leg. It's disgusting. It's really disgusting. You're a grown woman. And don't tell Leah that she's D-Class A and disgusting when you're shatting on the floor. It's a contradiction. I guess that's what I'm gonna go with. It's a contradiction. And now I'm totally team Leah, Ramona. Okay. Anyways, no underwear probably. Yes. Yes, it's shameless. I know. Shameless is the perfect word. So anyways, guys, Leah's tonguing Philippe, and Sonia and Lou look like they're kind of watching a porno. I don't know if you're watching this, but it's okay. It's going good. The thing I do have to say respectfully, though, is the women are obviously hating on Leah because she bagged the man, right? But Leah does take the man home and doesn't have sex with him, which one of the other women probably would have done. And Leah's answer was, listen, I haven't had sex in a long time, and I'm not going to start by having sex with you. And she also said the guy was a little bit bossy, so she wasn't having it. I love that. I did like lose a little bit of shade there for breakfast when they're getting their huevos rancheros. And she's like, well, listen, you were making out with the guy sticking your tongue down his face. But also, who cares? She's just kissing him. Doesn't mean that he has permission to have sex with her. I get Leah's stance too. She's like, right, I was kissing him. doesn't mean it's an open invitation. Like, I'm not the Plaza Hotel. My doors aren't constantly revolving. I like that. I like what Leah's saying, and I stand for it. Okay, so back to Leah tonguing Philippe. We got through all that, and then Leah ends up admitting that she peed the bed. Okay, so I guess these women are starting to really rub off on her. So if she's peeing the bed, they're defecating on the floor. I mean, had she have actually went all the way with this guy, maybe she would have been, I guess, considered a full-time New York housewife. I don't know, guys. 96 in the room. Let's hit 100. And everybody, make sure you like this video on the way in. I am giving away a special 3-day, 2-night vacation giveaway. And if you don't want it, you don't have to enter. So don't give me some silly comment because I don't care. Okay, guys. So she peed the bed. Ramona said, it's okay. You get over it. Let's move past this. Dorinda's finally going back out with them, and we're past dinner, okay? So now we're going to go see the shaman and the cenote. I don't even know. I don't know. The point is, these women need a shaman at this point, and as you could see when he was doing his shaman-like stuff, and he's doing the thing that's on fire with the prayer and everything else that's going on, the birds are going crazy, and everything is just like, it was magical. It was a moment. Or it was really good editing. I don't know. Guys, 100 in the room. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Everybody like this on the way in. And yes, I'm giving away a giveaway. But the shaman and C-note, Chi-note, whatever it's called, the excursion was cool. I was digging it. I like the fact that they propelled down into this cave. I think it's silly that Ramona is like, I don't know the difference between ziplining and propelling. That's interesting. I feel like most people know the difference between that. One, you're flying across something, and one, you're going down something. Flying across something, going down something. Two totally different things. And you're a woman who is a very intelligent woman. You know the difference, but it's okay. You want to play into the storyline and act like you don't know. Let somebody teach you something. I get it. It's fine. But no, it was an adventure. I think that would have probably been my favorite part of this trip, guys, especially, you know, they're swimming through the cave. My only thing is that water looks super cold. Ramona said it was a little bit cold, but then you have to remember that they're in Mexico. But they're swimming through the cave and you see the bats. But then I'm also thinking, are you swimming through bat shat? But then again, if you're swimming through bat shat, I guess it really doesn't matter because it's either swim through bat shat or walk and fester in the smell of Dorinda shat or walk through Ramona shat. So regardless, there's shat everywhere. Doesn't matter. So you might as well just swim through it instead of walk through it or fester in the smell of it. Okay. My cats are going crazy right now. But we end up getting through it. Okay. You know, whatever. We end up finally sitting down for I guess our meal during this excursion. Guys, 110 in the room. Hi, Kitty. Yes, they're going crazy right now. They're fighting. I have 2 Sphinx cats that are just like beating the hell out of each other right now while I'm trying to do this live. I cannot wait until I have my own studio office again. But no, we're sitting at lunch again. We're talking about the excursion, everything, you know, whatever. And then all of a sudden, Dorinda gets a phone call from Hannah. She gets a phone call, and this is kind of what irked me because I love Dorinda. I really do. But you can't sit there and rip everybody's face off that morning and say, like, get off the phone. You can't be on the phone. You can't talk. Like, why are you doing that, Sonia and Leah? Like, be in the moment. Be present. I hate when people have their phone. Like, Ramona even said, give Dorinda a minute. She's going off on a tangent. You have to let her go off. Just let her do it. And she did. She did. And they did. They let her do it. And they said she was right. But now she's the one answering her phone at the table. And Hannah wanted to call her and share something. Like, she had a moment where, you know, something with the librarian, successful, blah, blah, blah. It was a moment she wanted to share with Dorinda. But what the other women don't understand is the hypocrisy of it all. So you're going to sit there and answer your phone at the table, right? Not walk away, not dismiss yourself, nothing like that. And you're going to act like it's okay and be like, oh, Hannah, great job. That's fantastic. Oh, everybody, Hannah got in the library. No, nobody's. And Sonia was right to just mention it. She's like, no. And then, yes, Ramona turns into sweet and sour chicken again. She gets a little bit aggressive and she's like, oh, because my daughter called. When my daughter calls, I'm always going to answer it. I'm always going to answer my daughter's call. So I'm sorry. Was that not right for you? Because you were doing an invitation that you should have done a week ago for a fashion line for another business that you're trying to do. I'm sorry, because this is my daughter. It's totally different. And Ramona's like, Dorinda, why do you have to get like that? And she starts off on her own crying fest again, which was so put on for the camera. It's not even funny. When I say this was like Lisa Rinna's crocodile tears, that's exactly what it was. It was the exact same thing. It's just really bad acting, except Lisa Rinna has built herself on a bad acting career as opposed to Ramona, who has built herself on being a businesswoman who's very intelligent and intellectual and classy, who shats on floors and doesn't know the difference between ziplining or rappelling. I don't know. But what I didn't understand is I thought it was funny at this point because the extreme that Ramona took it to sit there and cry and put on the crocodile tears. And she really lost Dorinda at this point. Dorinda's like, this is dumb. And Ramona's like, why do you have to get this way? And Sonia's like, you lost her in the conversation. Like, you should have just approached this a different way. But instead, you have to go into the theatrics. And this is, okay, great. Now we lost Dorinda. Dorinda's making it into a joke. She's like, oh, I hope you're okay. It looked like you weren't really that fine. I hope you're done. I hope that everything, like, are you going to be okay? I think you'll be okay, Ramona. Like, she definitely loves to instigate a good fight, you know? But I don't blame her at this point. I think that, yeah, like, I hope she's okay too. You're going to put on all of these fake crocodile tears. It's like, come on, man, this is ridiculous. But I don't know if you guys missed, did you miss the part where Leah had her V cleaned? And I'm not talking about like she had her woman parts cleaned with a crystal from a bruja. Ramona's face looks like if I have to talk about a woman's reproductive part again, or anything to do with a woman's parts, like, I am gonna blow my mind. And Lou said Ramona's eyes are popping out of her head. Ramona's eyes are always popping out of her head, first of all. Second, I was interested in the story. So pretty much Leah said that the bruja gave her a crystal to put by her, you know, because it cleanses the energy of the former ex-boyfriend. So who knows? I don't know. Thank you, Cindy. Do you have Twitter, Adam? Yes, Claire. It's at Up and Adam Live on Twitter. I also have Instagram. It's at Adam COY Newell NEWELL. Yep, that's my Instagram. But guys, towards the end of this whole episode, and this is kind of where we end off, Ramona like starts yelling at Leah. She's like, "Why didn't you stick up for what was right in this situation?" Leah's like, "What do you want me to do? She didn't do anything to me. What do you honestly want me to say in this moment?" Dorinda's the only one that's had my back. I don't have a problem with her. She didn't say anything to me. And Ramona's like, "No, that's wrong. You're not chiming in at the right times. You're always interjecting at the wrong times. Like, hello, where's your head right now?" And Leah's like, "Don't tell me when to talk. I'm my own person. I will speak when I want to speak. And I don't have a problem right now. So don't sit here and try to narrate for me and dictate when I'm going to have a problem with Dorinda." And honestly, I agree with Leah. But also, I understand what Ramona's saying when Ramona's like, listen, you chime in at all of the worst times with all of this V talk and everything else. Like, you were there this morning when Dorinda threw a fit and she was getting mad at you and Sonia, telling you guys both to be very present. Why wouldn't you chime into this conversation and kind of, you know, have something to say? Because you were a part of that this morning. And I get what Ramona's saying, but I just think that Ramona's theatrics, they're too much for me. Like, I can't with her. I really, I just can't with her. I'm going to end up sharing the screen right now. I'm going to take a few callers. And then also, guys, not share the screen like that. I mean, invite. And then also, guys, when I jump off of here, I'm going to go make that video for our special vacation giveaway. So guys, if you are in the room and you don't know about it, 134 in the room, I'm giving away a special 3-day, 2-night luxurious vacation giveaway. And if you guys have seen my channel, some people have complained I'm not including airfare. Guys, this vacation giveaway is in the States. Most people don't include airfare. It's worth over $2,000. I'm going to drop all the details. It doesn't matter. Like, if you're upset about it, just don't enter it. And this one, I just don't care. But it's supposed to be something fun. I just don't want it to stop being fun, because then that's when nobody wants to do it. So this is supposed to be a fun thing. I'm posting it on Saturday. I'm getting some crazy messages, which I can't even make sense of. So I'm just going to ignore those. I'm going to ignore the Jolenes of it all. And I want us to just get excited, because somebody who's watching this is probably about to win a vacation. And I want to see your photos from it. I want to see everything that happens. You know, like, this is supposed to be a fun, interactive channel. That's all I'm going to say. And if you keep coming for me on my channel, I've only been on for 2 months and I've been really nice. I'm not going to keep being really nice. Okay. Hi, Shan.
Hi, Adam. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just on a roll today.
The comments are loving it. We
All
love
right.
Sassy Adam.
All right. I know. I feel like Sassy Stacy. Like I just put on my 6-inch Louboutins.
You got your sassy pants on.
I know. I do have. I have 2 other people in the room. Do you mind if I just bring everybody on at the same time?
It's so much fun.
All right. So, hi Yana? Is it Yana?
Yeah, it's Yana. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's really hot in England, but it's great. I just finished work, so yay.
Well, thank you so much for calling.
Are you in the south of England? Because the north is like super crazy rainy right now, isn't it?
Well, I'm from the north. I'm from Manchester.
Did you see last week my jersey that I was wearing?
Yes, Man City. Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yana, Shan, I'm also going to add in Jamal really quick.
Sure.
Hi, Jamal.
Hey, everyone.
All right. Guys, it's a party. All right. So, Yana, this is your first time calling in. I really appreciate you calling in. So, obviously, you watched last night Real Housewives of New York, or you missed it?
No, I missed it. But I've seen a few clips here and there. And Dorinda's drinking is not fun anymore. It's really hard to watch. And it's quite tragic, really, because I really like Dorinda. Dorinda is my favorite. After Bethany, I would say Dorinda. And I just found a fun fact. She used to live in London at one point with her ex-husband. So she's a very well-traveled, classy woman. And it's just really sad to see her, regress to that level, the bodily function.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a little hard to watch too. But,
yes.
I think it's honestly because of the time in her life right now that we see her going through. I feel like single Dorinda who doesn't really have like the John to lean on or somebody in her life right now, I think we're getting more of the sour side of Dorinda. Like Ramona said, like this is getting a little bit dragged out. It's almost like at the drop of a dime, we don't know when she's going to flip out anymore. And, I know you missed the episode last night, Yana, but they end up all going out and Dorinda, like she shat herself, like I said, on the floor, like she had diarrhea and everything. And they didn't bring her out and they had the best time. So it's just, it's almost like she's constantly on edge waiting to hold somebody accountable and rip their heads off.
Absolutely. And the thing as well is, I don't know if it's you, Shan, you spoke about the termly thing. Yeah, it really works. And I think at this point, I love Dorinda, but she really needs to be off the show and work on herself and, just take care of her mental health a little bit and just learn to be alone really for the first time in God knows how long. So, yeah, sorry.
Don't apologize. So I know you didn't watch it, but Jamal and Adam, did you happen to, Adam, you didn't reference it, and I'm surprised you didn't mention it because it was shade, but not shade, that maybe it's just menopause.
No, I did a little reference it because when she talked about, she said that she went through menopause almost 10 years ago, but yeah, you know what I didn't understand though with the whole menopause conversation? Sometimes I really like when Sonia enters in a one-liner or something. I really like when she has some sort of like commentary, but I didn't understand the witches of Salem. Like I swear, like that's why they used to burn them before they were going through menopause. Like I didn't get that. I didn't get the reference.
Okay, so when women go through menopause, it's PMS on steroids.
Right.
Right? And so if that's what she's going through, because I think the whole John thing is like wank, like it's I'm over it. I don't think
I get the PMS for like if that's what she's going through. I'm just saying I didn't get the witches of Salem thing.
Oh, because back in the day, never mind. We'll save that for another discussion.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm just like I didn't understand it. But no, I definitely picked up the shade and it could be menopause, but I really do. I think this is just a new lonely chapter for her and she's just on edge. Dorinda's on edge right now. I don't think we should get rid of her, though, because I think that's the beauty of this. We need to watch these people grow and get past these things.
But I think in between terms, like, can you just take a little break? Like a little break.
We do need a one-season break.
Yeah, I agree with Shan. She needs a one-season break just to figure herself out and, just come back stronger and better. The old Dorinda that I used to love. So
me too.
Yes.
But I don't think though. Can you imagine being actually in the position of the housewife? Like, I don't think as a housewife, you would never want to be like, oh yes, give me a season off. Like, no, you would think that you're gonna be thrown to the wayside and everyone's gonna forget about you. Like nobody in their right mind would ever want or agree to that. And by the way, I was also just watching Real Housewives of New York again, and season 1, episode 1. Yeah. I cannot even believe that Luann is so, like, she's been staring at this production crew for 12 years. Isn't
it amazing? Oh, speaking of still in the Dorinda section, my fashion friend Adam, did you see the dress that she had to not be able to wear out? That was like the nicest outfit Dorinda has ever worn, and she didn't get to go out with it.
No, she did look super cute. Actually, though, you did say Ramona on accident, and I really loved Ramona's bathing suit with the matching mimosa. I thought that was cute too.
Can we talk about the heels?
I don't know what she was doing with the heels. I thought, because they panned over, had they have panned over to her with the heels after she knew the guys were coming, it would have made more sense. But they panned over to her in the heels before she knows that the guys are coming. It's like she just stays ready. I'm not mad at you for that.
Oh, that's a good call. She stays ready. I like it.
Jamal, what do you think?
I just don't understand why they make being rich so difficult. I'm sorry. They just make it so hard. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, no. What you're supposed to do when you're rich, you just lay on the couch, watch Netflix, eat frosted mini wheats, and go about your day. I'm not going to a different country with you and fighting with you. I'm not doing it. They make it too difficult.
Broke people can't go to other countries and fight, so that's exactly what rich people do. They're just like, listen, we're too rich for this. We're not gonna chat on the floors here in the United States and argue here. Let's take this, international. Let's go overseas and fight there. Like, I love it.
And Ramona was so bad. I'm like, why? No, this is not a Hallmark movie. You're not Michelle Lee.
Stop. The crying was dumb. Stop. And Sonia was so good with that when she pointed out, like, you lost the conversation.
This is not Knots Landing. I need you to stop.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
No, but it's true though. It's true. It's once Leah's so good though with the facials. If you ever catch Leah, she's always like, what? And like when the guys showed up and they're playing the tug of war, trying to figure out which one is going in the middle, and Leah's like, first of all, I get first dibs, you old witches. And second of all, like, she's just she has the facials to just really be like, what the hell is going on here?
But why does Ramona have the same facials? Do you remember last year when she would with Bethany? She's like, wow, Bethany, wow. It was the same face that she was crying. I'm like, ma'am, change it up. Practice in the mirror. Practice in the mirror.
Wow, Bethany. Wow.
It was the same face, crying or going wow. I'm like, I'm going to need you to work on those facials. Like,
her and
camera. Work with camera.
They need to get on the Zoom acting classes. I'll say that.
Dorinda's just going through some things. But my whole thing is like, her and Ramona have been building for like the last 2 or 3 seasons though. It's been slowly deteriorating. So this is not a surprise. So them fighting and Ramona being upset. Ramona needs a storyline. I understand. But your friendship with her should not be that storyline. Not in this situation.
Is anyone missing Elise though from this trip? Because I really feel like she has more to give us. I know that she just posted, I have to go look at them today. I believe it was today. I feel like she just posted more text messages of conversations with her and Ramona, just kind of stating that, they obviously we know that they've been going back and forth a lot. And Elise is pretty much just saying, like, I've tried to have your back the whole time. And you've been just saying that I'm trying to socially climb when I've been in this circle for a long time before the cameras were rolling and all of this other stuff. I think Elise would have maybe brought something, and we probably would have felt more in love with Elise on this trip.
Elise is a voice of reason. Like, she's the sensible one that you need because they're also emotionally invested in the situation, particularly Ramona and Luann. Like, they've been friends with Dorinda for a long time. Elise is more calm. She thinks things through. She can actually talk without taking sides too much.
But she would have been an easy target, though, for Dorinda. Dorinda's too on edge.
She would have been, but I think this would be the moment where Elise would just go in on her. You can see with Elise that it's there. It's below the surface. There's no way you can be friends with these women for a while and not have that edge.
I don't know though. I don't know I know she has it in her to go against Ramona and some of the other women who will walk away. Dorinda might be too gangster for Elise.
I don't think so, because Elise comes from the world of finance. You do not survive. And Long Island. You do not survive those two worlds with being a pushover. I think
that potentially Ramona could have blocked her from coming, like with the producer.
Potentially.
Yeah. I can see that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Especially if Ramona's saying like to production right now, because again, Ramona's the OG here. If Ramona's saying to production, like, and we've seen it before where Ramona tried to get Sonia to not come to that birthday party when she tells the friend, like, no, don't invite her. Ramona does like to exclude people. And if she tells production, listen, you're not going to get the same me. Like, I can't be there with her hovering over me because I feel like she needs me and it's taking away from the character or who I am and how much I have to give to this show. Then yeah, production would have totally been like, Elise is out.
Adam, you're giving her too much credit to speak so clearly and concisely.
But you know what? Okay, she might have sent a text message, whatever it is. I don't put it past her. I
really,
think that's
production? Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Really? It's like
Wow.
Oh, Shan, your impersonation on point. Yes.
oh my gosh, you have to wear those. You have to wear those the glasses with the little crazy eyes.
The thing with Ramona, I never liked Ramona from day one. And then I realized why, it was because she looks like my English teacher from school, with the crazy eyes.
Wow.
And she, the same mannerisms and the eyes, the crazy eyes. I was like, I don't like the woman. I don't, she looks crazy behind. And then I was like, oh yeah, she looks like Miss Bailey from school.
See, there's always something. I mean, she irks me in my own way too. I don't like her hypocrisy. I don't like the fact that she can sit there and get wasted, touch the boob, talk about the butt, talk about the V, and then all of a sudden Leah's a monster.
Yeah, and the thing as well, sorry, it's just that with Ramona is very jealous of Leah. Yeah, like on every level. Leah is up and coming. She's a young millennial. She's on her way up, but sorry, Ramona's my mother's age, and and she's kind of like, she sees she got the FOMO. Is it the FOMO syndrome? The fear of missing out. Yeah, she wants to be part of that crowd so bad, and Leah is on her way there.
And while Ramona's on her way out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's interesting too. Really quick, I feel like Ramona is really on edge with this because she knows. She knows how much and how instrumental this franchise has been to the building up of Ramona. And now Leah is just now entering this franchise at such a young age. Like, who knows the longevity that she has, especially because she's so open. And like Shannon, Jamal, and I have talked about this before. She's so open and she's so willing to have conflict and resolution, which is such an important factor of being a housewife. And I think Ramona sees that. She sees, shat. This woman's not going anywhere. And while she may not have the money right now, she already has her own successful business. There's all of this potential here. So everything that Ramona has right now that she doesn't, Ramona's double her age. Leah can easily have.
But the thing about this though, who does Leah remind you of in terms of
Bethany.
Exactly.
Bethany.
Ramona does not like anyone who has a potential to outshine her, outdo her in business, blah, 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 blah. Remember, Bethany was the underdog when she came in. And Ramona, would talk to her any kind of way, this and that. But as Bethany started to move forward and press and grind, that's where her and Bethany had conflict. They were cool as long as Bethany had less than her, or she felt Bethany was less than her. Same with Leah. Leah's younger than her. Leah has star potential. She has longevity potential past housewives, which Ramona does not. And that's where lies the problem.
But if you're going to go back and actually analyze the way that she is trying sometimes to mother Leah, she did with Bethany. And when she realized that Bethany wasn't having it, it was that you have no friends. You're not going to have Jason.
Right.
Yeah.
But then on the Ramona thing, before I lose my spot, I really wanted to know what you guys thought of Pascal saying that he thought they were the same age. Was that just him being a gentleman and being nice?
That was production.
Oh.
No, I think that was a gentleman and being nice. I mean, honestly, she looks great for her age. Like, had she if it was the same face neck lift that Sonia has now, I would have said the same thing. Like, I think she looks great. I just don't think 44 is like.
No, I'd give her 54.
Yeah, 54.
54.
I would give her 54. I would give her 52.
Definitely.
Actually, I'll drop two. I'm not giving her 50.
Okay.
But Ramona in of herself, she does, like I said, she does, without Real Housewives, no one would talk about her. without We're Housewives, we all talk about Bethany. Without Housewives, I think Leah will go in that same train, and she's trying to like hold on to her spot as much as she can. She's gonna hang in there for the next 12 years if she can.
Can we talk about her dancing, Jamal?
Let's not do that.
Who's dancing?
Let's not do that. No, that's not dancing.
Ramona's?
I mean,
it's just the best. Like, you're at a restaurant and we're going to talk about table manners and you're going to get up and do your weird shimmy just like you do.
It's all hypocrisy. Even with Dorinda, Ramona, all of them. And even, you thought that dancing was bad? Did you see her dancing on the sidelines when Luann was playing volleyball?
That
showed her age. She was doing the chubby checker twist.
And and then she's making fun of Sonia for no.
There's rules to dancing. There's rules. When you cannot dance, have no sense of rhythm or beat, the key is to have a nice, cute little drink in your hand and two steps side to side.
That's what I do. I don't even two step. I'm like, you come here often? They're like, we're in a Ruby Tuesdays. I'm like, oh.
I mean, you do not move your body, just two steps side to side. And if you're against the wall, even better, because you can't move that far. Ramona, just no, don't do that.
I gotta write this on my hand. Do just the 2 steps.
2 steps.
Yeah, and I feel like though they just, and I've seen this before again with a little bit of background and what I do know and being around the cameras and stuff and watching production film, it's almost like I know 2 things. 1, I know that these personalities, they go through the roof as soon as those cameras turn on. And 2, I know that most of the time before they start filming, unless it's the morning time, of course, when they're on a trip like this, that they're very, very boozed up before the cameras start rolling. So they're like, okay, guy, it's always a free for all for alcohol all the time when filming.
Oh yeah,
all the time. And if you have the Leah's personality with it, of course you're gonna be hanging off things and like, oh no, bitch, like it's,
Speaking of the morning thing, someone in the comments was making a really good point, not your comments, when I was watching last night, that this is the only franchise that we get to see them wake up in the morning. No glam, no nothing. Oh. Isn't that a really interesting point?
Kind of, yeah, because Beverly Hills even, they won't let them in the room without the glam.
No, that's not true, because when they had that moment between Lisa and Denise, they had no makeup on, and that's why Lisa's wig was just so dry.
Denise did. She was ready to go, but you could tell Brenna, but you could also tell that was like B-roll because the camera wasn't, like the footage wasn't the same.
True.
So that one was Adam, did you notice that? And
also even when they are fresh-faced, they're still fresh-faced, like not fresh-faced like Leah opening the door and like turning the lights on and just the camera in your face while you have like crap still in your eyes. Like they have put on like a layer of Kiehl's, they have their lotion on, they have their moisturizer.
True, but
they still are ready.
I understand, but if that's the case, why didn't they spray Lisa's wig before she came on camera?
Because she's trying to give you that morning side of her. She's trying to give us fake morning.
But she could have, they have spray bottles somewhere.
Nope, she's like, here, go on, dry wig.
Shit. Her wig had me hypnotized for like the first couple minutes. And I was like, okay, I had to catch up.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, Jamal. You got to stick with it. They're trying to hypnotize you with the wig so you don't. Or the bad acting.
I mean, that wasn't the bad acting. We all know that from like prior episodes, but it's just like, guys, had me confused.
I just remembered something about.
Yes,
Beverly
go ahead,
Hills.
Yana.
Yeah, it's just Beverly Hills. I know it's about New York. I have some theories around Lisa. Now, I did a little bit of research on Harry Hamlin. And there are a lot of things, a lot of skeletons apparently, but one of them, I was just thinking, because the first thing I noticed about Lisa, when she meets someone new, she talks about their money rather than, it's not their looks. Like I remember on the very first season that she was on, she said, oh, LVP, I know, Adam, you can't talk about her, but LVP, the English queen, she when she mentioned her, she was like, I love LVP because she's a hustler, baby. She's a hustler. She got money. And then Sutton, what's the first thing she mentioned about her? She's rich. She's rich. So I was like, okay, why is she so hung up on the whole money thing? So I looked into Harry Hamlin's work history. And the last acting gig he had was 2018. So I'm wondering is his acting gig, did it dry up? Or is she the only is she the only breadwinner in the family? I want to know what's going on there. I don't know what you guys think, but
I feel like even if at this point, if she is the only breadwinner in the family, it's okay to an extent because they do. I mean, her contract, she's looking at $1 million contract at this point, this far into Beverly Hills. She has $1 million contract. Their house, like Harry Hamlin, his acting careers and everything, I'm sure that's paid for the house and paid for all of that. So I don't think it would necessarily be that big of a deal as far as like money issues if he's not working. Especially she had QVC too until just recently.
Yeah.
Whatever's
But
going
I was
on.
thinking because I don't know what's because she's comparing herself with the other, the spouses and on the franchise. You got Mauricio, who's rich, I think, and I don't know. Maybe I thought that could be part of the thing, or is it just a Lisa Rinna thing? But
I think it's just a Lisa Rinna thing. I think she just likes to really dig up and talk about like Sutton, she's rich, and she all of a sudden she starts talking about like the crowns, the private jets, and all of this stuff. But all it does is raise eyebrows now. And like when Garcelle said, "How did you get your money?" It's like she's just creating story. Like that's why they keep her around. She just gets in people's unnecessary business when there's no need for it.
All right. Okay. I just thought I would throw it out there.
Right. But I wonder, do you think Dorinda will get through this season?
1 second, real guys. First time ever 200 in the room. Sorry, guys. 200, guys. Everybody.
Nice job.
So we have enough likes. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. And we're giving away a vacation tomorrow. Just want to say that. 3 days, 2 nights, luxurious vacation. Take it away, Jamal.
Yes.
Sorry.
Do we think Dorinda gets through this season in a positive way?
Yes. Yeah, she always does. She has the ability and the capability of doing that. Even when we see her, exactly what Shan just said. She brushes it off the shoulder. We've seen it already a couple times. We've seen it in Mexico when she wants to wake up the next day and just say, "Can we use alcohol?" And then we saw it in the Berserkshires when she's like, she calls Luann and she's like, "It was Rosé. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry." It's like she has the capability of just, she knows, don't breathe too much life into this because it's going to stick around. So let's just if it includes me drinking, let's just brush it off, move it forward. That way it's not on me.
Drinking.
Right.
Did you guys feel that this episode was almost a filler, even though it's a trip? Trips
it was a filler. It was
okay.
A filler.
So I thought that. I took a couple, I decided because it was filler, I wanted to find some real entertainment in it. So I got some one-liners. Okay.
Give us a one-liner.
Luann, I've got 4. Luann, you never know when you're going to find a gem on the beach.
Yeah, what? You didn't find a gem, sister. Leah did. She got the tongue and everything.
Leah, I don't do threesomes unless I'm the guest star.
I actually really appreciated that. I kept that in my notes to mention in this, and I guess I just passed that. But I really did like
that. Okay. Sonia. Ramona's acting like she's in heat. Ramona always acts like she's in heat.
Right.
That's a given. Actually,
since 2016.
I like when Leah said that too. Leah's like, we're bringing the guys back to like a whole house full of who are in heat, and then she starts naming them, and then she's like, actually, Luann too. It's like Luann is definitely she's low key like one of the horniest out of them all.
For sure, she's like undercover. Yeah. And then finally, Luann, diarrhea has a way of showing up when you need it the most.
That's actually really gross, but I like that. I like that, Shan. I like the commitment with the voices too.
Thank you.
And Leah asked like twice. She's like, "Please, somebody give me diarrhea. I need the natural colonic." And it's like everybody else is like over, like Dorinda's over here shatting all over the place, and Leah's like, "Give it to me."
Now you don't have to spell S-H-I-T anymore. You can just say
shat. I know. Grandma Scary got me on this, so now I'm just gonna say shat all the time.
Grandma Scary, I hope your back is okay.
Yeah, Grandma Scary, and also I don't know. Well, this is a different conversation, but I don't know where Bahama Mama went.
I was thinking that last week or Monday. I was thinking that.
My mom asked me yesterday. She called me on the phone. She's like, "Where's Bahama Mama?" I was like, I don't know. So Bahama Mama, if you're watching, where are you? But. Yeah. Okay. So we're about to hit 50 minutes in the room. 225 in the room. This is freaking amazing. Again, guys, we're giving away the vacation tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up. And also, before we go around the room, everybody please stay in. I just want to say our favorite moment or what we look forward to most before we go off. But we do have exciting stuff coming up. So I'm bringing in Danny Pellegrino. Shan, Jamal, do you guys know who Danny Pellegrino is?
I've seen some of his interviews.
Okay, so I'm bringing in Danny Pellegrino, Steve from Faces by Bravo. I'm also, like I told you guys, I'm bringing in a tarot card reader who works with Danny Pellegrino. So she's going to come on and do little segments like once or twice a month. That's exciting. And I was supposed to be doing a special collab today, but it's going to be a conflict of interest. So it wasn't like I had a special Bravo celebrity guest or anything like that. I know I put that originally in the community tab, but we're just not going to work together. It's fine. Shan's like, give me the tea. Who is it? But okay. So with that being, yeah. It's okay. Oh my God, we're almost at 250. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's happening today. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm like Carrie or Gio right now in the room or something. I feel like this is crazy.
I think it's because sorry. I think it's because it's so much fun, and then it's in this Bravo too. It's a combination. Like Bravo's fun.
Yeah, Bravo's a lot, and it's just it's a chat show. Really, it's just a chat show.
You've got Savant Jamal.
What?
And you've got Savant Jamal in the room.
Oh God, Jamal. Okay, so Jamal, since Shan just shouted you out, give us real quick your favorite moment of last night's episode, or the most memorable moment of last night's episode.
My favorite part of last night was the end with Ramona's fake crying and Dorinda and her retort, because normally she would scream and yell, but she was so condescending and so calm. I'm like, I like that.
Passive aggressive.
I like that. And
I liked it too.
I like it because it leads into next week's episode where it should be fire, where Ramona compares Dorinda to her father. I'm like, whoa.
Ooh.
And then Dorinda's like, it's okay, you can be jealous of my life. I'm like, okay, now this is where the real feelings come out. This is the tension I was talking about over the last 2 to 3 years. It's all coming out next week.
Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, it might not be so surface anymore. Once you start bringing up the dad and all this other, these are obviously Ramona's core problems. This is we're digging into the nitty gritty. So if she's bringing that up, yeah, we might. That's exciting. This is when I actually love watching the Housewives. Is when we're not getting the surface BS that we can all especially Shan, who's watching this, you, Jamal, Yana, everybody who's watching this. For the most part, I feel like we are at the point that we can just completely dissect these shows and know what's real and what's fake. And I like that we're getting to something that's really authentic and organic. All right.
One more thing, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What it is we as the viewer, we've come a long way since we thought the hills and Laguna Beach were real. We've come a long way because now you can go into, we have the bloggers, the YouTubers, and you can really look and see what's contrived and what's real, because that exchange they have next week, I'm like, what? That caught me through the camera. Like, whoa, you hit real deep with the father. And then when Dorinda said you're just jealous of my life, I'm like, okay, now we're getting to it. This is a part of the season I'm with you. This is the part of the season I love. So
yeah, this could be good. And I don't know if you guys realize, but we're hitting, I think, the final 4 or 5. We're getting to the end of. We're almost done. And Beverly Hills, our finale is next Wednesday.
Whew. Oh, wait.
Oh, right, because they cut it short.
Yeah, it's the finale the finale's next Wednesday. The Wednesday after that, unless they take a break in between, I'll have to check the scheduling. But I think they're just going straight into the reunion. So it's
wow.
Beverly Hills, we're done. It was the whole buildup of the Brandy drama. They really dragged this crap out this whole season. I don't know. I'm actually almost over this season of Beverly Hills. I want to see what Aaron has to say about the women really attacking Denise, because he's going to have something to say. And you see where Brandy's in this upcoming episode, she's like, I had my mouth on her, and it's like, ugh.
But the funny thing is, it's so funny that they're doing this while Denise wasn't there.
Yeah, and that's really annoying. It's really annoying.
That's what tells me it's set up, because you're saying you're all saying we moved on, blah blah blah, we're moving forward, but you want to have a dinner without Denise there to let Brandy rag on her again. You guys just put this to bed in Rome. Yeah.
Exactly. Let her be there to defend herself.
Let's go back to New York.
Yeah. I mean, I'm starting to. I really hope. We do know that we have a special surprise coming from Andy because he did film separately with Brandy. But again, that's all we keep getting is the separate accounts of the stories. That's why we're not really getting to the core like actual like root of the real drama or the issue, because we have Denise over here getting, attacked by the women and having this separate conversation. Then we have Brandy over here who won't have the conversation with Denise, which is so funny because Brandy felt so portrayed and like she was run through the mud, like somebody used her as a cheating pawn when this was 2 years ago, supposedly. And then you're the one bringing up that you want to be in a threesome or a throuple with Aaron and Denise. Get out of here. You just want to get, Get out of here with the attention.
Some money. That's all it is.
Somebody needs some money.
Yeah. She needs the bag.
Yeah. It's too much. It's like you're reaching too much at this point. And the fact that Denise is able to sit there while I understand. Bravo, 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 bravo. Like, stop. But at this point, you're messing with her family. I get it. We'll talk about this. Of course, we're going to cover this on Super Bravo Tuesday. But let's get back to New York and talk about our favorite memory. But there's this. I'm ready for a new season. Shan, favorite moment from last night.
Oh, so Jamal, what was your favorite morning?
Mine was the favorite, like at the end where Ramona's fake crying. Dorinda's retort was so like
passive aggressive. Okay.
Yeah, and it was very calm. She didn't yell or scream. I'm like, okay, I like this. Like you're giving it to her.
Yeah, she's like, I don't have time. Oh, are you okay? Are you gonna be okay? Is this really that big of a deal? I love that. All right.
Yana, what's yours?
I haven't watched the episode.
Oh, right, sorry.
But I'm really looking forward to the whole daddy issue thing because at least, that's a very real thing. That's a real trauma for Ramona. So, I like that to be, to be addressed because that really shaped her as a person, her insecurity, her, view on everybody. Even like I remember there was one of the reunions in the a few years ago when Bethany called her out and said that you have been horrible to one of my assistants, and then she said, well, it's because of the abuse. I was abused as a child and all that. And then Bethany said, well, I was abused as a child and I addressed all my issues. So I want somebody to kind of put her in a place and say, listen, that's the issue. And, I just like the confrontation. I want to see that next week. I'm looking forward to that.
Likes the confrontation.
Yeah, but then also, did you guys catch when she was sitting there, when they were back and they were on one of the earlier trips with Leah, and when Leah was hanging off the curtain and everything, and she tries telling Leah the next day, she's like, listen, as a childhood, I went through this and this and this. And Luann finally looks at her and she's like, no, you were drinking. And Leah was like, oh my God, I thought that I triggered some sort of like, what? And Ramona was like, okay, fine. Like she gets just like, she's like, okay, you caught me, you busted me. But that's why Ramona likes to have side conversations. That's why she's always trying to get you to the side so she can gaslight you. Yes. And it's not a group conversation because the rest of the women, they know her MO.
That was Rhode Island, right?
Yep. Yes, it was. All right. So, okay, Shan, so you didn't say your favorite now. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm stalling. I have to be honest, my favorite was Leah talking about getting her body saged and energy cleansed because I believe in that stuff.
I thought that was such a cool conversation too because the brouhaha and everything, like I didn't even know that was wow.
I have an entire table of crystals about 5 feet away from me. I believe in that stuff. I have sage over there. I got Sao Paulo sticks over there. I believe in it and it works. So that's even more.
I love that. And I'm glad. And I was really glad when we didn't see, because at first I saw Ramona's face kind of like rolling her eyes. And I thought she was about to get like annoying and be like, Leah, do you always have to talk about the vagina and all of this stuff? But really, that's not where she was going with it. Yes, it seems like this is always a key word in a lot of her topics, sure, but there wasn't any vulgarness to this conversation. It was just kind of a wow. I mean, I would have never even assumed that was a thing. So that was one of the moments that you see on the show. It's like, oh, this happens. Like it throws you for a loop and it makes you excited to keep watching for weird other eccentric kind of stuff that these housewives do, I guess.
And again, it's real, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to make that up.
Yeah. I love that
real side of someone that. Yeah, I loved it.
I guess my favorite part would have to be Probably the irony and the hypocrisy of Dorinda answering her phone at the table. Because before anybody even reacted to that, I was like, hold on, I know she's not answering her phone at the table after we just went through this whole thing. But that's
it's her trip.
Yeah. Oh, and it's my daughter. It's not an invitation that you should have sent out a week ago for another potential failed business. Like, it's just,
Okay,
I don't know.
I do have a favorite 1.0 or 2.0 was actually Ramona being the voice of reason at the breakfast table with Leah saying, just let her go. Just let her go. Like, to see Ramona be rational?
I know, but you know, it's interesting too, because Leah's playing this very smart. Leah knows Dorinda right now is the only one in her corner. But Leah has had 1, 2, almost 3 opportunities where Dorinda has done something like that, and Leah can very easily speak up. And I don't know if you guys remember when we first started this season and Dorinda was like guns a-blazing for Tinsley, Leah was sticking up for her. And Leah was like, what's your problem? Like, you know, but then they've sort of kind of found like this bond within each other because they're both hard asses. They both kind of, you know, like she called her a stag. Like they both kind of, I feel like they get on about the fact that they just don't take crap from anybody and they are who they are. Light bulb moment. Take it away, Shan. You have
No, that was it. No,
I have a question.
I'm light bulbing you. You're right. It's the only ally she has right now. That's all.
Yeah,
that's why she's not chiming in. Go ahead, Jamal.
So the phone call that Dorinda took from Hannah, if I'm understanding correctly, Hannah called her mother to let her know she got a job.
Yes.
Got it. I just want to make sure that was the phone call. There was nothing else. There was no emergency. Hey, Mom, I got a job.
No, it was, I got a job at the library cataloging something.
You could have just sent a text message. Hey, Mom, I can pay my own cell phone bill this month.
I agree.
That did not want calling your mother on vacation.
That you're funny. But you know what? I do have to say too, Luann does a great job of kind of being the voice of reason sometimes too, when Dorinda's like, oh, I'm so happy for my daughter, Hannah. And it's so great that she can call me. Do you understand, Lou? You get it, right? And Lou's like, yeah, but I get yes, we should always answer our kids, whatever, they come first. But also, Dorinda, you did just rip off their head this morning. I think that's the point. Like, I like that Lou's kind of being a voice of reason too. She's like, look, drunk ass, like it's you pop off in the morning. That's why they're popping off. So don't get so offended. But no, I think that it does. It sets us up because there's real authentic drama coming next week. And I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. Cause that's when the real issues come out. And that's what real. That's what we need. Not these filler, like, oh my God, like, I just don't think she's good for the group. Or like, what's wrong with you? Like, we know what's wrong with you already. We just need you to address what's wrong with you.
I love that.
Everybody press the like. Have a good weekend.
Yes, guys, please press the like in the room.
Bye-bye.
It helps the video tremendously. Thank you, Yana. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you, Shan. Thank you guys for calling in. And don't forget to check out tomorrow. I'm dropping the video with all of the details for our special vacation giveaway.
All
right.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. All right, guys, thank you again so much for watching. We hit 230 in the room today. Actually, that's what's watching right now. That's crazy to me. I cannot even believe that. I'm about to jump off of here. Me and my crazy little titty tat, Mayday, say hi. We're gonna jump off here and we're gonna record our vacation giveaway video, guys. So just to give you a little bit of a heads up, it's 3 days, 2 nights, all luxurious accommodations. I said it's 4 or 5 stars. Everybody said, there's a big difference. So which one is it? Guys, if you check out the site, when I post the site, you're going to see that they even claim that they're 4.5 stars. They give you transportation to and from the hotel, all food, beverages, everything's included except alcohol, and you get a spa package. So it's going to be really exciting. Make sure you tune in, except for you, Jolene. And with that being said, guys, don't forget to check out the block party tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sherelle's World. We're going live for the block party. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Except for you, Jolene. You are